Hi everybody, Durch here. Welcome to another pod show. I know we haven't had a few out, but I've been extremely busy and I'm trying to get more videos out, more pod shows, but mainly more videos right now on self-defense, to help everybody out. Again, if you would please, Advanced Fighting Systems, Dave Durch, please subscribe to us and like us. And if you would please tell your friends all about us too, so that we can help them out. And of course, as always, anything at all that you'd like me to go over, don't hesitate to send me an email, put something up on YouTube or whatever, or even my phone number's out to text me and let me know. I'd be more than happy to go over it, to put something together for you, okay? What this show is about is the real fight game and the true fight game. Now, the reason I'm saying that is what this show is about and what I'm about is helping the average person out there. Like I said, we're not going to talk about the martial arts, the great martial arts, and the boxers and all that. All that stuff's fine, but that's not what we're concerned with. We're concerned with the average person out there being able to save themselves if they're being attacked, okay? And the name of the game is survival. You're surviving however you have to survive. That's what you want to do. But I want to be real to you. I don't like to pump smoke. I don't like to sit here and do stuff for marketing to look good and all that. I want to tell you the truth, okay? And because I feel I'm responsible. If I don't give you the truth, you go out and you get hurt. I feel I'm responsible. I feel I'm just pumping smoke up your butt, and I don't want to do that. Now, I don't know everything. I'll be the first one to tell you that. But I will tell you this, I've got 55 years in the martial arts. And that's a lot of time, so I do have a lot of knowledge. And I've been around a lot of martial artists, the best martial artists in the world. Of course, some of them have now passed away, but I've been blessed to train with them. And besides that, street fighters, military, people who work in prisons, bikers, you name it, I've been around them. And I'm always asking questions because I want to know what really works out there and the best way to show people and to teach people and get them to be able to protect themselves. This is what's very important to me. And again, it's the average person. Like I have a buddy, he works at a very, very hardcore prison. Okay, maximum security prison. Somebody's always getting stabbed in there and getting beat up and all this stuff. And I want to give you a quick little scenario. Last week, they had a guy in there, he got stabbed 5 times. 5 times, and it's like what do we call the sewing machine action, just stabbing like that. He got underneath the armpit, and he got a couple in his arm. I think one in his stomach, something like that. But he also got his arm broke. And they said that the elbow, this bone here, was sticking out. I mean, it was literally sticking out. But this guy was in the hospital part of the jail, and he was beat off. And he's telling the people, don't touch me, keep your hands off me. He said, I'm pissed off right now, don't mess with me. Now this dude's just been stabbed 5 times. 5 times, and his bone is hanging out of his arm, and he's walking around like, well, he's just mad. Now you think about that. Really think about it. Now yes, the guy probably drugged up like mad, but still, how do you survive against somebody like that? What is really going to be your best thing to do against somebody like that? Look at this guy's pain tolerance. Stabbed 5 times. Okay? Broken elbow. Look at this. Okay? That's what I want you to understand. So you see this here. What is your best thing to do to stop this person, to survive, to get away. See, we're not about going in and engaging back into the fight and being tougher and all that stuff. Bull crap on that. You know, I see the thing that's bad is what really pisses me off, to be honest with you. I see this stuff all the time on the internet, you know, stuff comes across my phone all the time about, you know, showing you how to fight, showing you moves in here. Let's take Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Okay, anyways, let's take that. Great art. Great art, okay? I believe is one of the best ground fighting arts. But is it the ultimate thing? No. I hear so much stuff out there, it's getting sickening that how great Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is. It is, but nothing is ultimate all the time. Nothing. I mean, if I'm a contractor, I'm building a house, and I got one saw, one hammer, and one screwdriver, and that's it. Are they the ultimate tools? Can I build a house with that? No, I cannot build a house with that. The only thing is a tool is ultimate at the time that you need it. And then once you use it, you throw it away. That's the key to the fight game. So there might be a time to headbutt this person. There might be a time to run. There might be time to grab your cell phone and hit him. See, okay, and there may be a time to go to the ground. There may be a time to stand up. Nothing is ultimate. So Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, no, it's bull crap. It is a beautiful sport, but in the street, I'm telling you right now, like it or not, from my experience and seeing what I see, guys in the jail, biker guys, okay, special forces and all this stuff, it's not getting it. It is not getting it out there. So Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is about being better than this other person. And if you look at it, if this guy's way much bigger, you're not surviving. Now, I'm not putting down the Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, not by any means, okay? I'll say the same thing about boxing. But if this stuff is so great, if you go back into the early 90s when UFC first came out and Horace Gracie fought against Chemo. Now, let's go back and be honest. At that time, nobody knew diddly squat about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Nobody, okay? That ring was all set up for the Gracies, for the Jiu-Jitsu. That's what it was. It was all set up. I don't know what happened, but he wasn't supposed to fight Chemo. But he fought Chemo. What did they do? They laid on the ground in guard position for, I think, 15, I can't remember exactly, 20 minutes, half hour. Gracie never beat him. In fact, to be honest with you, Chemo really beat the heck out of him. But I believe it came out to a draw, but they had to carry Horace out of the ring and he couldn't come back. Now what I'm trying to say is, there was Gracie at his prime. Nobody knew anything about it. He had this guy, 240 pounds, laying on him. He couldn't move him off. He couldn't get him into an armbar. He couldn't pull his Gracie Jiu-Jitsu stuff on him. Now this guy's in the prime, was the best at the time. Why? You got to ask the question why. So if you can sit here and take somebody and give them a week, what I've seen online, and these Jiu-Jitsu guys are teaching this guy Jiu-Jitsu for 1 week and tell him he can go beat up these 3 street fighters, it's bullshit. That is out and that bullshit. That's not going to happen. That is out and that bullshit. What I'm saying here, giving you, I can only give you so much. I like to reprogram the computer center, how you think. Okay? Putting things in there that could possibly work. You take that guy into jail. You're not going to fight with him. But buying you time, maybe if you gouge his eye, maybe you poked his eye, because we're all responding to that could give you time to get out of there. You're not going to punch the guy. You're not going to break his other arm. You're not going to literally stop him. So when you look at that, the things that you could possibly do are very limited. Very limited. Maybe an ear slap, shot to the testicle, a shot to the throat, a shot to the eyes, and then you're getting the heck out of there. But it's very, very limited. Really think about this stuff. And then I get comments, guys going, well, you know, what you're showing, you got to practice, you got to do anything you have to practice. I'm not sitting here pumping smoke and saying, you don't got to practice this, okay? I'm giving this to the average person. But you want to learn how to drive? You got to go out and practice driving. You want to learn how to golf? You got to practice golfing. Anything in this world, you have to put some type of practice into. It all decides on how good you want to be. But when you sit here and hand this bullshit that when a woman's being attacked, palm him in the nose and send the bone up through the nose and kill him, which is bullshit. Or when they got your arm, turn your hand, pull your thumb back, and you know, that's all bullshit. That's what it is. I'm being straight with you. That's all bullshit. That's all nice marketing stuff. And you never see any of these guys do it out of a fight. In other words, you never see anybody out there sticking a jab across, a hook in the face, and doing all this to them, and I'll pull that stuff off. You don't ever see that. No, you don't see that. And then for the other ones too, that I get comments going, you know, you're doing this in slow mode, or who's going to throw a perfect jab. You learn things in a progress, okay? You want to learn ABCs, you go ABC, okay? And then you go on. You don't just go, here's ABCs and do it, okay? Or driving, here's how you drive and do it. Any job, you go to a job, they go, here's your job, do it. No, they break things down to show you. So yeah, first you're having the jab. We like to go off the jab because it's the quickest punch. It's closer to the cross. Then when you feel, you add the cross. Then when you feel, you add the hook. Then when you feel, you add the uppercut. And then you feel it overhead. Then you start throwing combinations. There it is. And then you put it all together. Now you've got a guy sitting there trying to hit you, trying to kick you, and do all this stuff, and you're trying to pull it off in that scenario. That's what we call making it alive. Okay? That feeding each other and making this scenario alive. But going back to the guy in the prison, you see what I'm talking about. There's no answer saying do A, B, and C, and D is going to work. I'm giving you the best scenario, and how do I know? 50-some years of this, I talked to biker guys. Guys that been in biker gangs that were really, let's say, police officers, okay? And they're in there, you know, undercover. And they're seeing what happens. And I asked them, what tools do you most often use? When we're talking biker gang, fight breaks out, you're fighting maybe 20 guys, their wives, their girlfriends, whatsoever. So I'm saying, what tools do you use? What do you feel is the most effective tools that are going to survive? How often do you go use Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and put some dude in the armbar? It's never. It's never. That's the answer. Never. Okay? These guys are coming at you with chains, with locks on the end of them, with blades, with this and that there. It's never. It's never. I'm not knocking it. It's never. How often do you go ask them to go into a boxing stance and start them? It's never. Because it don't happen that way. It happens very quick and so unorthodox, it is pathetic. It's all over the place. Okay? Imagine you in a bar room and 20 guys are fighting, people are throwing pool balls all over the place. You can't fight. See, there's no set way. But there are tools that will stop the person, give you time to get out. And it's not punching them in the mouth. It's not hitting them with a jab across. Excuse me. And all that. And I'm not saying that's bad. But let's have a woman do that, or some guy that's a doctor and punch a dude in the mouth. It's probably going to hurt his hand. So I'm always investigating what works out there. What are people using? You're in the military, you're in the military and your special forces. What do you use? Well, let's face it, 99.999, the gun. And if not a gun, a blade. Okay? And when they're using a blade, they're dicing. They said you're stabbing, going 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not knocking that, that's what everybody does. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and I go 4. Okay? And I just ripped you open, diced you. See? So we're looking at scenarios here. Say, guy stabbing, I'd rather dice. Okay. I can cover that whole area. How many times would you have to stab him and not hit a final spot? Now, I just watched the video that was very sad. A couple just walked out of the wedding. Guy's in a nice suit, woman's in a nice dress. This guy's probably mid-30s, and they're just walking down the sidewalk. Another guy's coming past him, and this guy went past and started saying stuff, and I don't know what he was saying. But all of a sudden he started going after the guy. The guy moved out of the way to keep his girlfriend from being hurt, and he's out of the way, and he's backing up, and this guy's coming at me, sticking out his hand like this. And he's touching the guy, saying, you know, stay away. Next thing you know, guy grabs a knife and stabbed him. And stabbed him one time and got him in the heart and killed him. See? And then luckily, you know, the girl's screaming, but luckily the guy didn't do anything to her. At least that's what the video showed. But killed the guy. There's your scenario. Now, how do you handle that? See, there's so many things going on there, because when you add the law or this and that, like when a guy was coming to him, yeah, he could have hit him. He could have flicked him in his eyes. He could have hit him in the throat. Could have kicked his testicles. Whatever. And then what? Maybe he'd be arrested because the guy didn't pull out the knife yet. Okay? After this happened, then the guy pulled out the knife. See, so there's so many things there, but what could have saved the guy's life if he would have flipped his eye maybe right off the bat, or was able to kick him in the testicle right off the bat. Now again, anything takes training. So it's how good you want to be. But what I am pointing out to you is what? Get his testicle versus what? Hit him with a jab. Flick his eye versus what? Put him on the damn ground and put him in an arm bar. Okay? You see? This is what I'm saying. I'm getting you to think different. Okay? The fear tactic. You are going to be scared. If I walk out there and some guy comes at me, I'm going to be scared. This is going to go off the heart. I'm going to be scared. You are going to be scared. I listen to this, see this stuff all the time. Don't be scared. Bullshit. You're going to be scared. That is the emotion. You're not going to get rid of that. That is so stupid. But when I hear that stuff, I'm going, these guys, they never been in a fight. They probably couldn't wipe their rear end with a third hand in a fight. You're going to be scared. That's emotion. Understand that. You will get past that. But when you understand that you're going to be scared, you're inviting it in now. You're expecting it. You're not trying to sit here and fight it off. You're expecting it. I tell people all the time, a woman, she looks out the window and the dog's tearing the child up. She's out there going, boom. She ain't thinking about how many tattoos she has, how big his biceps are, if she's got a bald head or anything like that. She's gone. Doesn't matter. She went past that fear point. And the same with some guy who walks in the house, some dude's raping his mom. It's on. He ain't sitting there thinking how big he is, or how hard he hits, or is he a black belt in jiu-jitsu? None of that crap. It's on. He is what? Taking them out. Went past that fear factor. Now, usually what happens afterwards, say the woman with the dog, she might be sitting in a corner crying, can't believe that she had the guts to go and pull a child off in front of her with a dog, but you do. See, you have that. See, and that's what I am trying to do to you. I'm trying to get you to rethink and giving you tools that are most effective. How do we know? Well, said here, watch boxing. Guys boxing the 5th round, and each one's been hit 300 times. An accidental headbutt comes in, puts the guy out of the fight. Or you're watching a basketball game, LeBron James, and a guy accidentally poked him out, put him on the ground, put him out of the game. Okay? An elbow puts him out. So that's how we know the tools. Okay? Look at your ultimate fighting, they're not allowed to have their hands open anymore. Because actually they're getting poked in the eye. So these are tools of what? Level the field. Level the field. So just to get you thinking that way, you know, to gouge an eye, hit a throat, slap an ear, Do things like that there. You were surviving. You were getting away. You were getting the heck out of there. You are not going back into them. Like I watch this stuff here, women's self-defense with the jiu-jitsu. What's the guy do? The woman escapes from him, goes back and bounces. How stupid! How stupid! That is the stupidest thing. She couldn't escape. Or the guy, even forgot that. How stupid! He's engaging into the fight. Or the guy's out there throwing fists. Okay, guy hits the guy with a good cross, knocks him down. He stands like that. He stands there. He's ready to keep going. Hell, he could have escaped. You could escape. That's the thing. It ain't about how tough you are, how hard you hit it. None of that stuff. It's about survival. There's always somebody better. Always somebody better. Our scenario is, how can you be a bigger man and a better fighter? So we're admitting that they're better. Okay? And there is a way to do that. There is a way, and that is what I'm giving you. So I want you to understand what's really going on, and today things are getting worse and worse and worse and worse with what's happening in our country. And I want you to understand that, okay? You can survive here, possibly survive this. You got your cell phone, you got your purse, you got your keys. You know, you got all kind of different weapons on you that you could possibly use if needed, okay? Plus showing you certain things to do, okay? If you get engaged into a fight, gouge the eye, slap the ear, bite the sucker. Different things like that. You are trying to escape. The people that doesn't believe this stuff works, they've never been in a fight. Now when I'm talking about fight, I'm not talking about playing basketball and I got in with some dude, threw a couple punches, that's it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about walking to the bar, against 20, you got 20 bikers there, you and maybe 2 other buddies there, and you're fighting the chains, the knives, the balls, the cube sticks, everything's going on. Girlfriends jumping on your back, wives jumping, all this. That's what I'm talking about, fight. That's what I'm talking about. That's the fight that I am working with the big dude, okay, that doesn't give a damn. That will sit there and kill you and walk away and think nothing of it. You got 2, 3 guys coming at you, okay? That's the one you're trying to survive. That's what I'm talking about, all right? You ain't gonna go to the damn ground and put the guy in an arm bar. I got a buddy that he's a cop. And he's only probably 32 years old. And he's been in jiu-jitsu for, I don't know, 10 years. And he was chasing a convict, okay? And chasing him, he finally caught him. And when he caught the convict, you know, I guess they ran for, I don't know, 1/4 mile, whatever. But he was tired as hell. And the convict was tired as hell. So he got a hold of the guy, however, I don't know, and went to the ground and he went to apply an arm bar on the guy. And the guy bit him right in the thigh, right next to the testicles. And bit him bad. And of course, what happened? He let go of the guy, the convict escaped. Right there it is, see? So he was tired, the other guy was tired. Didn't have it to really, you know, say handcuff, but that's what he tried to do. And he got bit, and he escaped. See, when people go, you're not going to be able, they don't understand the bite. They don't understand the eye gouge. They don't understand, I see guys go ahead and hit me in the groin. You know, you're an ass. You really are. Because let me smack you in the testicle, or grab him, and I'll see you next thing you'll be is on the ground, throwing up. You know, that's foolish, because they never experienced it. I have experience. I've been on the ground throwing up, okay? I've been on my back. I've been on the concrete, okay? I've been all over the place in fights. I understand it. But like I said, I talk to people. To this day, I talk to people. The people that I feel that are experienced in what they've been doing. Been out there doing it for 20 years. You got this guy that been in a motorcycle gang for 20 years, you know, okay? Undercover or just been in it. Now you're talking to him. What's the fight like? It just goes nuts. Just goes nuts. And you're trying to survive. You're trying to survive it, and you're using certain tools that will help. And like he said, yeah, headbutt, a gouged eye, you know, a shot maybe to the groin, okay? Things like that. Now, if you got a powerful punch, yeah, but I'm saying that's at the ball. But the main things are for the average person. Because even these guys are bikers, they ain't UFC guys or black belts in jiu-jitsu or black belts in karate or professional boxers. They're street fighters from hell, is what they are. So they know what's going to work, what's going to happen, okay? Or special forces, they know. And when the special force, they got 2 or 3 guys, 10 guys going with them. But they're in their action. They know what is working. That's the people to talk to. Not the guy that sat there and fought in the ring a couple of times, you know, for 10 years, the boss. I'm not knocking him, but that's not the guy. That's not the street. That's a whole different, that is a sport. Whole different game. This is the street. Anything goes out there. It doesn't matter. This is what I'm trying to get to you to understand. And the reason I'm saying it is because different comments I get and stuff. So I want you to understand where I am coming from. I do not know everything. I admit that, okay? But I've been around for numerous years. I've been involved. I've been in fights. Look at this face. I see what's going on. And to this day, I ask questions, but I ask the right people. The people that are in there, getting it on, feeling it, knowing what's going to work. And what I'm giving you, that is what they tell me. That is what they see stops it. That is it right there. You know, maybe I got a crowbar in my hand, guy comes out and his hands they say, man, hit the guy's hand. Maybe it was accident, but hit the guy's hand. Guy's like this here, fight's over. The guy's backing up, he's like this here. Because you got hit in the hand. Okay? All the bones, everything. See, that changes the game. Okay? And we're talking with these guys. Well, let's face it. Probably 99.99% of them are drugged up or stoned on something. See? You are trying to survive. I am trying to help you to learn to survive. I am giving you my knowledge the best I can. I got a floodlight of knowledge through 50-some years. I take it and I put it into a laser beam. I'm laying it on a silver platter for you. All you gotta do is accept it and play with it. That's it. I'm not saying I'm the best by no means. I'm not saying I know everything, but I know what I know. That's what we're about. Now I'm going to be putting some videos together, different videos. I'm going to be getting them out there to you here next week or 2. I apologize for not having stuff out there. I've just been extremely busy. Okay, so I'm going to put a lot of videos out there. Anything you'd like me to go over, don't hesitate, let me know. Send me a text, an email, whatever, something on YouTube. We appreciate you very much. Really do. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Subscribe, like us, tell your friends about us, and don't hesitate to ask me. I don't want you to feel that I'm being cocky. I don't know everything, okay? I just want you to know where I am coming from. And to be honest with you, there is so much bullshit out there, it's unbelievable. Because everybody's into this game here. How do I make money? And how do you make money? Is by marketing. And you have what's called the sport in, you have the theatrical movie making in, and you got the real shit. Okay? When Bruce Lee did a movie, that's the theatrical movie making shit. Okay? Like he said, I wouldn't kick a guy in the face and I wouldn't punch him in the toe. Alright? So, this is the real thing, what I am, the understanding of the street. And this is what I want you to have. So there is a separation. The sport, okay, the movie making, and what we're doing. And that stuff is marketing. Marketing brings in money. So in other words, you want to see something that's flashy, that looks nice. Like here's this girl, like this woman I've seen, and a guy grabs grabs her by the leg, and she bends over, grabs the guy, flips him over her head, and does all this stupid bull crap, okay? Which is just foolishness, all right? So I want you to understand that. Again, please subscribe, like us, and keep your eye out for our next videos. And anybody that want to be certified in the R.A.T or anything that I do, don't hesitate to contact me and let me know. And again, anything you'd like me to go over, to show, talk about whatsoever, let me know. Stay safe out there. Things are getting a little rough. Thank you.